A lot of this work is just being honest with ourselves and realizing that the story that we might be telling about ourselves is not the actual story of what's going on. Not only the story that's not going on in the relationship, but what's really going on within us. So, for instance, I might be telling myself that I am a loving, caring husband and really be trying to believe that by playing that over in my mind over and over again and thinking of all these nice things I'm doing to my wife, for my wife, etc. But if my body is kind of in discomfort about the situation and I'm just playing that story, well, then I'm going to have to go to the body to see if what I'm saying is actually true. And that's what people don't like to do. A lot of folks want to stay in their story because the story sounds good. And if you ask your friends or your family, they might verify it. Oh, yes, you are this good person. You are this good husband, this good wife, this good brother, sister, father, mother, etc. We don't get to do that. If something feels off and we're telling a story about how it's not off because we're such this great person, we're lying to ourselves. And the body knows that. Your nervous system already knows that. So what do we do about that? How do we not fool ourselves by telling a nice story and then having our friends and family validate it so we stay stuck? We go to the body. We go to the nervous system. And instead of me saying, oh, I'm this wonderful husband, this caring, great person, my wife has no reason to be upset with me. When she says she's upset, it's clearly her fault. Instead of playing that story, I listen to my body, which is feeling something very different, maybe anger or seemingly being upset at my wife. And I sit down and actually start feeling this feeling in the body. And I say, what is this really? Is this really anger? Am I really angry at my wife? And am I really this wonderful person whose fault this isn't? See what the body does when you do that. Ask the body, what's really going on here? What's really going on in my most important relationships that I want to have go better but are not going well? What's coming up? Is it anger? Is it really me being right and the other person being wrong and the other person just being too pig-headed for them to listen? Or is it something different? If we're being honest, it's always going to be something different pretty much. Your nervous system, your body is usually trying to indicate to you, listen, stop believing your delusional story, your delusional self-concept about how wonderful you are when really you still feel like crap, and start listening to me. Start listening to me and loving me. And in turn, by listening and loving me, listening and loving to your partner more. I can't pretend that I'm this wonderful husband if my wife is angry at me all the time and I'm not listening to myself and listening to her really genuinely, but instead is listening to this story in my head that I've created. If my body feels more comfortable where it's at, if I'm being honest and listening to it, if I'm being honest and listening to my wife, And if the story then lines up in my head about that, I'm okay. But I don't get to pretend. And you know who's not going to let you pretend? Your nervous system, your body. When you're making all these great plans in your mind or saying how good or bad this part of your relationship is, your body's really telling you what's going on much more accurately, usually. And that's what you should check in with. You should ask it, what's really going on here? I'm feeling this way about my partner or my kid or my parent or my, my loved one in my life, and whatever avenue it is. What's really going on here? And then listen to your body. Trust your body. That feeling in your gut or your throat or your chest. What does it have to say about the situation? What it has to say about the situation is probably far more interesting than what your mind and its little narratives have to say about the situation. So start listening to that more.